Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. This is a VR for Karen Louise Munro. She's a junk journal crafter here in Australia and she's having a challenge. It's a 100 Subbie challenge, and congratulations Karen, you have reached that magic number 100. So and the challenge is to make something that is elephant related, which I've done, and it's opened, I believe, until the 6th of April. So if you're international, you'll have to make it pretty quick, but if you're here in Australia, you've still got a bit of time. So it's a fun challenge, and so supporting another Aussie crafter is definitely always on my list of things to do. So as you can see, Karen, no, this is not my entry, but I'll send it to you anyway because it's a funny one, and I thought that was a bit of a hoot. So and I've got other elephant related bits and pieces in there that I'll pop in as well, but I won't show them to you. I'll leave them as a surprise, but I will show you my official entry. And what I've done is this was gifted to me in a rack, and I thought you might want to make use of that more than me. So I've made a tag. This is my entry, and it was fun to make. A little bit of mixed media there, I do believe. So what I've done is, first of all, I've glued several book pages together and had a black book page, and that was just handy, saved me trying to paint it, which is not a pretty sight. So what I did is I glued them, and then I stitched right around them, and on the back it'll have my details on there, okay? So what I used was these little flat stones that I'll also be using on my steampunk horse, and they were gifted to me by Sheila from Arts of Life in Dublin. The picture was out of a magazine, so it's quite sturdy, and what I've done is I've actually glued it onto some light cardstock and sewed around it as well, and then I had some gold paint and I painted the edges because I didn't want the black to be too black, the black sewing the seam, and I followed through with this trim just on the bottom. Now here I've got a little piece of applique, and it's a bit of a gold applique, and it's got these really pretty little gold embellishments just in there. I'm not sure if it'll show up on there. You can just see them there. I popped in, this was my last snippet of this fabric that I had that has a little bit of gold glitter in it. Just if you can just pick that up maybe, I'm not sure, just here. And then of course I've got hold of this scarf, which happens to be here, and I just cut a piece off just to give it a bit of colour, because I popped some coloured rhinestones on here because the picture itself had some colours in there representing some sort of stone, so I thought I covered them up with those sort of colours. I used a piece of a necklace. It was a big like a chain necklace and had these rings on it, and this is a button, as you can see just there. So they're the elements that I used, and of course I used a bit more of that lovely scarf to put on the tag. So I hope you like this entry, and oh yes, and I've put a couple little gold little stick-on dots there, and yeah, so this is elephant related. And also Karen, my cards, playing cards, are on the way. As you know, we did a swap, but I'm going to gift the rest to you because you're right into Oriental, and I've only kept about half a dozen of them, but there's just too many for me, so I'll throw them in as well, plus some other goodies, but I'll leave them as a surprise. So I'm going to leave Karen's channel link below in the description box, So if you're an Australian crafter and you haven't subscribed to Karen's channel, please do. Even if you're an international crafter, please subscribe to Karen's channel. She makes some amazing journals, absolutely stunning. And good luck everyone that enters. And thank you for allowing me to enter, Karen. And I better get off here now because we've got a storm coming. Yoo-hoo, a bit of rain, hopefully. So until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.